Another carrier closes. Now they're small, but what the owner of this carrier had to say about it is pretty interesting, and I think you're going to want to hear what he had to say and what the real truth is. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark, your trucking apocalypse host. Howard Baer Trucking closed up shop, and so they're done. And so here's the thing. They list 180 trucks a couple of years ago, but they said they only had about 35 drivers left. Now, as the company goes down, I'm sure these drivers were shocked. I can't believe it. Okay, there's 180, 160, 130, 50. Okay, eventually it's time to bail out. You're standing on the deck, the ship's going down. Anyway, they closed up shop, and the owner says, hey, we lost some of our best drivers when the ELD came in. No, you lost your worst drivers. Who didn't want to do that? Here's the thing. Drivers that don't want an ELD or whatever, are you running over hours? He probably lost people that are willing to just drive whatever for him, presumably without full pay for that time. When you run illegal, okay, you cut your own pay. I can't stress this enough, because the company would need another driver to do that. You're willing to do two people's work for one person's pay. So you lost your worst drivers. Good riddance to them, I say. So Greg Baer, the current owner, who is the son of Howard Baer, started the company in 1951, also said, I hope ambulance chasers burn in Hades. All right. Apparently they had a fatality accident. They're probably, I didn't look into it, so I don't know if that's the problem, but here's the thing with the company. We go to their safer web. All right, so we see the national average out of service rate for trucks that are inspected is a little over 20%. Their inspection is 28.9% out of service. They're over 40% more or higher in their average than the national average, okay? Their trucks get put out of service all the time. Why would that be? Why do you think their trucks get put out of service? Way more than Swift trucks get put out of service, okay? Way more than almost any of these mega carriers get put out of service. Why is that? Why do you have a worse record than Swift and then you complain that you lost your best drivers? I don't get it. Don't get it. Their driver out of service rate is also higher than the national average. So this is drivers when you're inspected on your paperwork logs and all this kind of stuff. It's 5.5%. They're at 6.5%, nearly 20% more than the national average. They have their drivers put out of service more often as well. So here's the thing. We got a company who has a higher out of service rate, higher driver out of service rate, and he complains, oh, I lost all my drivers and trucking isn't worth it anymore. Yeah. Trucking, if you can't make it, if you can't run with the big dogs like Swift and all these other carriers that everybody hates, get out of the industry. I agree with that, okay? So you need to keep safe trucks on the road. You need to have drivers in compliance, and then you make money. These other companies do it, but apparently it's not possible there. That's fine. He also cites insurance costs as a reason for going broke. And I do understand that the insurance costs are going up. Certainly in it, I don't know this, but if it's partly predicated on your out of service rate and stuff, that's not helping matters, is it? So you need to keep everybody in compliance. And so, of course, what everybody says, well, I want to go home and spend time with my family. That's what people say when their business closes. Well, people retire, I just want to spend time with my family. All right, I got it. Either way, they're closing. Howard Baer closing up shop. The last 35 drivers apparently gone. That's less than the WARN Act, which would require 50 people. So they're probably not in violation, although it's a pretty crappy thing to do to people still to just toss them out on the street like that. Either way, they probably wouldn't be a WARN Act violation. I don't know what else to say about them other than they're closing. And all their best drivers, I guess, went to other companies that use an ELD. I don't say this enough, but I appreciate everyone watching my videos. Thank you for being here, and we will be back soon with more Trucking Answers.